it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead. I'm out here. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's nice and breezy and cool and overcast. It's kind of gorgeous. Let me kind of show you what the sky looks like. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain out of it. So this is what the sky looks like. It's gorgeous. So we're just going to go ahead and we're messing around in the garden. So what I'm going to do today is I had to steal, let me show you over here. Over in this area are my peas, and they were laid over on the ground from that windstorm. And I had originally put a short cattle panel right here. Well, I had to steal it for the rest of the garden. So what I have done is right here, let me lower this. I stole one of those tent poles and I pounded it in here. Then I went ahead and left the other tent pole. Oh, I don't know if you can see it right there. So I decided to go at a diagonal from one to the other and go right down the middle of my pea patch. And then we're going to wire this in, and I'll just put it on with zip ties. But first I have to kind of part my peas so I could put half on one side of the chicken wire and half on the other. And it looks like some kind of critters are getting all over them, so I'm going to have to put a lot of diatomaceous earth on there. So come along and let's see how this works out. Hopefully pretty good. I'm going to move you down just a smidge so you can see. And what I've got to do, I've already broke. Oh no, that one's okay. We're going to move. I didn't leave myself a lot of room when we put this bed in. I was being greedy. This guy is going to have to come out, but right now I am just going to leave it there. And then I'm just going to kind of part. Whatever this is totally eaten the marigold and a lot of they almost look like little aphids. I've never had aphids ever, especially like I do this year. All right, so we are going to put half of the peas on this side. Maybe we'll do over there. And this half of the peas on this side. We'll see how that works out. And then I'm going to have to definitely sprinkle these with, I don't know, I might have to come out and spray my magic soap mixture that I used on my aphids on my eggplants. That worked, but it kind of killed the leaves, but they're getting new leaves. I'm thinking this is going to be long enough. Oh yeah. So, I'm going to put this around here. And I got my handy dandy little zip ties. I'll curve this. I've never done this before, so bear with me. I'm trying to, my old motto is use what you have. And I just cut this around a little bit more. This way it'll give them something to climb on, get them up off the ground. Then we'll douse them with something. I don't know what. We'll see. I did put diatomaceous earth all over everything, but it doesn't seem like it's really helped a lot. Alright, so we're going to zip tie it just like we do the T-posts. There we are. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I had to kind of put my camera far away because I don't really have room in here, because my fence is right up against my back here. There we go. Try to get this one at the tippy top. right, that's pretty sturdy. Then we're going to come over to this guy on the end here and do the same exact thing. I do want to put my gloves back on because this stuff, chicken wire, is a nasty stuff to use. I think it's worse than the hard wire. Cut you to smithereens, I say. All right, so let's come down. And I'm gonna come down here. Can you still see? Yep. Pull it tight. Uh-oh, I caught up the peas in that, but I think they'll be okay. Be tight. There's one. Two. I'll put one more close to the top here. Get it a little tighter. There we go. Might even come over and zip tie to that T-post. That's probably not a bad idea, because it's kind of in the middle where I split them. Get this rolled over so I don't end up impaling myself on that. And since we have enough stuff here, I think that might work. We'll just do it towards the very top here. See if we can get a grip on this. There we go. Okay. So now, I think what I'm going to do is get some of my flag tape and kind of tie up some of these peas on here to give them a start. And that project will be done. I don't know if you can see it from there. Kind of hard to see. Let me bring you in. It's kind of hokey, but it's gonna work, I think. Let's see. So that's a little better shot of it. We got the post, and then we tied it to the middle post, and then 3 over there, and then I've got my peas laying on the ground on one side and the peas on the other side. So I'm going to tie them up a little bit just to give them a start, and they desperately need some water. I've been keeping an eye on my cruciferous, and they're doing really well, but I think the whole bed's going to need some water this evening. So I'm going to tie them up, get them all watered in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I got them all tied up. They're kind of bunched together, but they're up off the ground. They're on their little makeshift trellis number 2 for my peas. I got it all watered in. Later on, I'm going to come out and I'm going to sprinkle the tar out of this bed with diatomaceous earth, because there is something in here which we knew eating, like the Chinese cabbage and that kind of stuff. But everything else seems to be okay, and they have annihilated that poor little marigold, and I planted him in the middle just to help keep the bugs away, but obviously the bugs got him. So that's all there is for this bed. I'm going to work on another bed. I might shoot a video on that one or add it to this one. I'm not really sure yet. Well, the sun's coming out and it's getting kind of hot out here, so I think I'm going to save the rest of what I was going to do out here. I've got to shore up the bottom of this last bed because I want to get my Hubbard squash and pumpkins planted from seed. I'm just going to direct sow them on hills. I'll do half of a 12-foot bed with the Hubbard and then the other half with the pumpkins. So, but I do need to, some of my wire unfortunately has come undone. So the mister has decided we can put a board up against that. Hopefully it'll keep the gophers out of there because it's kind of too late to try to staple it now. So we got to do the best that we can do, and then next year we'll revisit it and see what we can do. But we're just going to lay a board up against it and kind of tamp it in with some stakes and hold it up against there. Hopefully it'll be enough to keep the gophers out. But that's a project for tomorrow. So I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.